Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the zoo. The minions with me this evening are Adam
Hello.
and Tyr. Tyr, this is when you say hello. Where the fuck did Tyr go in 2 minutes?
He got lost in the zest.
He has vanished. I'm, of course, the keeper for this evening, Sanguine. It is not the first Friday of a month or a Friday that I've decided that I can't be here. But yes, I'm Sanguine, the keeper for this evening. How are you doing tonight?
Honestly, that is something that I've been kind of like, whoa, it's like an added week this month. I completely forgot about next week.
There
Oh,
we go.
hey.
Can you hear me? There we go. I can hear it again. Yay! Fuck
Yep.
it.
Oh,
Yes.
mic issues.
I'm,
Oh, shit.
yes, I'm here. I live. Well, sort of.
Not really.
Well, yeah. Well,
You unlive.
Life is relative. I'm in that stage of existence. Better?
yes.
You're still animate.
Yes, I'm still adamant. All right. Yes. So, what did you make for dinner tonight?
Oh, dinner. I made chicken fajitas with some roast peppers and onion, and I took chicken thighs, marinated it in my fajita marinade green sauce, which Adam has had and absolutely fell in love with during the camping trip.
And I now have the recipe.
Yep, it is delicious. It's one of the first recipes that I ever made.
Do you want the recipe, Tyr? I'll send it to you.
Sure, send it to me.
It is literally just a shit ton of cilantro, a shit ton of garlic, then 1 to 2 jalapenos, 1 to 2 habaneros, and then the juice and zest of a lime,
Okay.
olive oil, and salt.
Really? That's it?
Yep, that's it.
And here's how he did it. A bunch, a head, and 1 lime juice and zest. So it's one of those, a pinch of salt type of things.
Yep.
Okay.
But he worked it down to pretty much what it is. I had like a full garlic.
Okay.
Yeah, you take a full head of garlic, you break all the cloves off, you peel them, you throw them into the blender with a full bunch. So you go to a store, you buy cilantro, it's always coming in bunches. You just toss that entire fucking thing in.
Yeah.
Okay.
A bunch of of cilantro.
Yep.
A whole container full of cilantro.
Yep.
Yeah.
You take a whole bunch of cilantro.
Sir, Tyr, if you find yourself a barrel of cilantro, just go ahead and toss all of that into the bowl.
Yeah, just toss it all right in there, Tyr. You'll be fine. You taste the soap.
Hold on, with just 1 head of garlic.
Yep.
Very specific.
Whole head of garlic. Because most recipes call for like 2 cloves of garlic. No. Fuck that. You want garlic. Throw in a whole fucking head of garlic.
Just toss it all in there.
And believe me, I couldn't even tell you that there was garlic in the fucking flavor. Like I was telling you before, you taste cilantro and you're like, wow, maybe that's I guess maybe that makes sense. The whole just toss a barrel of fucking cilantro in the thing. You taste cilantro at first, and you're like, wow, and then citrus, and you're like, whoa, and then all of a sudden the heat comes, and you're like,
Yep.
But it's so good, especially with the meat and the way it's cooked, because that's obviously he's saying he's marinating it. I tossed it on breakfast one.
You tossed it on fucking everything after I made it, or after the fajitas.
Well, yeah,
He
that's
threw
true.
it in mashed potatoes and corn,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
which he turned into a little kind of breakfast taco.
yeah, dude, it was fucking good.
He
Dude, it's
threw-
like a weird wasabi. To be honest, it's like a different. It's the Mexican wasabi. We're
It's
doing it,
Mexisabi.
and it's made by a fucking
Dwarf.
gnome guy with red beard,
No, he's a dwarf.
the giant dwarf.
He's
giant
a
dwarven gringo.
giant dwarven gringo. That is your new nickname, giant dwarven gringo.
Giant dwarf and gringo. But dude, it's so fucking good.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd go give it a shot. I don't know if I'm gonna do it right. I don't know if we have a blender. But I'll fucking pick one up. I don't fucking care.
We're doing a potluck, and my friend,
Even just like a
my
little,
friend fucking
a
hates
little
cilantro.
magic bullet will work.
Yeah, one of those
The
little quick
Blender
things.
sort of magic bullet, not the
Mhm.
your wife is very happy sort of magic bullet.
Right, but
Okay.
enough to handle a barrel of cilantro. Right?
Yes, enough to handle a bunch of cilantro.
Yes.
I mean, but cilantro isn't that fucking. It's not like we're fucking chopping fucking potatoes and shit.
No, it's
Mhm.
it's small. Yeah.
And do you add water or anything? And just all
Fuck
that
no.
shit.
Oh yeah. No water?
No water.
Okay.
The only
Wow.
liquid is the lime juice
And the
and
olive
the
oil?
olive oil.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
That is the liquid for the recipe.
Dude, I was adding on fucking apple toast. It was delicious. I don't know what the fuck. He's a wizard. Harry.
You're a wizard, Sanguine.
I
It's
make
like
very
nuts.
tasty food.
All right, so I usually get the pack of fucking garlic so I can make garlic butter.
Mhm.
Cilantro isn't hard to get. The two
Oh.
habaneros and the two jalapenos, and you just chop them up, toss them in a bullet hole.
Don't even toss them. All you do is you rip off the stem, you toss them in.
Okay, rip off stem. There we go. All right,
Hold on, Tyr. What kind of garlic butter are you making?
just basic garlic butter that sandwich I've had to make.
What
Yeah,
the
he does.
fuck?
Confit garlic. So it's garlic that is roast in butter. So the butter gets insanely flavorful from the garlic roasting in it. And the garlic becomes beautifully tender, so you can just mash it up with a spoon.
Do you have to have like a butter mold for it?
No,
Nope.
I use sous vide cups.
Just a little ramekin.
Ramekin, there it is.
The ramekins.
Yeah, they're a
Ramekin.
little porcelain vessel.
Like they're like for creme brulee.
Yep.
Oh no. I
The
think I just,
ramekin.
I just invented a whole new group of fancy, the ramekins. And they live
Oh
in
God,
little
no, not the
teapots.
ramekins.
Not the ramekins. They're little peoples. Little peoples.
They're
And they're
little
fragile.
people.
But yeah, it really good to do garlic that way. You just load up a ramekin with garlic, and then you put as much butter as the ramekin will hold.
Mhm.
Put something underneath to make sure that if it bubbles up a little bit, you don't have melted butter just falling into the bottom of your
No.
stove.
That's why I usually put it on a
Baking tray.
baking dish.
Yep.
Baking tray, baking dish, yeah. Yep. That way I don't have to worry about that issue. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Uh,
It is really easy when you do it. Once you've done it once, it is really easy to just
do it again.
and again and again, because all it is you load up a ramekin, with a shit ton of garlic, then fill it up the rest of the way with butter. Throw it into like a 200 to 250 degree oven for a couple hours.
I usually leave it in for 4.
Yep. Yeah, you can do somewhere in between like 3 and 5 hours is normally best for that. And you end up with this deep golden brown garlic and the butter that just is absolutely infused with garlicky goodness.
Like whenever I make it,
toast, spread or use it as a pasta sauce.
Whenever I made it, I usually would make it. I would start the process before I leave to go run my errands on Wednesdays. By the time I come home, the house smells like garlic butter, and that's like 4 or 5 hours later.
Mm-hmm.
It is fucking amazing, and I'm going to get back to making like popcorn. I'm gonna get me a new popcorn maker. The one I have is very difficult because it shoots. It's a spinner and it shoots out the side, which is fucking insane. I want to get one that had like the pop top.
Mm-hmm.
That way, I don't make a. I don't want to make. I keep making messes with it when I shouldn't be. But yeah,
do you think garlic butter would work as like a scented candle or one of those like Febreze like plug-in things?
try our new garlic butter scented candles.
You'd have to really like the smell of garlic and butter, but if you really like the smell of garlic and butter, oh fuck yeah.
Well, I mean, people are buying bathwater shit, so
No. Normal people don't buy that shit.
1 or 2 people are buying these.
Normal people don't buy that shit. I preface it with the phrase "normal people."
Ah, right, normal.
Yeah, normal people ain't buying that shit. This is the same one I saw at Amazon, Walmart. It literally is the same one I saw at Walmart, and I'm gonna get that.
Yeah, I did that green sauce, chicken thighs, cooked them up, roasted some peppers.
Oh yeah, dude.
Onion, threw that in tortilla with some cheese. Really fucking good. So that was my dinner. And then I had a Drecker pineapple upside down cake, sour ale, as well as a quick cocktail of tequila, coffee liqueur, chocolate bitters. Really tasty. Though, shall we go into my story first here or your story first?
You can go on your story first, my friend. Yours is fucking funny.
My story is the one that gave tonight's episode its name. Because what the fuck is wrong with people? I can only imagine that this dude read the hymnal Jerusalem and at one point saw part of an advert for the last King of Scotland and went, holy shit, the Scots are actually originally black and Jerusalem is in England. Because that's the only way that this fucking story makes any semblance of sense. Let me quickly share the screen so that you guys can see as I go through this. Missing Texas woman found living among lost African tribe in Scotland. Texas native Cara Taylor has been found with the Kingdom of Kabula, a group living in the forest of Jedburgh. A Texas woman reported missing by her family has been found living among a lost African tribe in a Scottish forest. Texas native Kurara Taylor has been found with the Kingdom of Kabula, a group living in the forest of Jedburgh, about 41 miles south of Edinburgh, that is trying to reclaim land stolen from their ancestors, UK-based media group SWNS reported. I find it slightly annoying that they don't have reclaim and stolen in apostrophes. Because it really should be quoted. Or not apostrophe. Quotation. Sorry. Not apostrophe. Quotation. The group is led by King Atenei, 36, who was once an opera singer under the name Kofi Ofed, his wife Queen Nandi, and their handmaiden Taylor, who now goes by...
This sounds like a fucking cult.
Asnat. Oh yeah, it absolutely is a fucking cult. It's Scottish Black Hebrew Israelites. As we get to...
Bro, what the fuck?
This is a fucking cult. Like, no, you're all right. I'm sorry for the interrupt you saying, but this is a fucking cult.
Oh, you haven't even gotten to the point where Taylor says that she's a surrogate for the king.
Cult.
Dude, notice how there's the women are standing and kneeling while dude is sitting on his lawn chair throne. What the fuck is this?
Yep.
Yo, it is fucking insane. Like, this is a cult. Like, it's not even a large cult. Like, he's brainwashed now.
It is a 3-person cult.
No,
yes.
I think there's it's either 12 or it's not. It's small double-digit number. But yeah, they established themselves.
Children are involved, and I don't think they are. But to the UK authorities, obviously I am not missing, she said in a video message from the group. Leave me alone. I'm an adult, not a helpless child. It's unclear when Taylor was reported missing or why her family was unaware of her location.
What the shit?
Mm-hmm.
The group said that they've been served eviction notices and have been targeted in an attack that involved someone setting fire to their tents. Someone setting one of their tents on fire. While they don't recognize local laws, they say they only follow the rules of their god, who is named Yahweh. Sorry.
Allahu Akbar?
What?
According to the outlet. You have a problem with their god, Yehovah?
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 Yehovah.
No, Yehovah.
Whoa.
We live a very simple life of returning to innocence. King Atenei.
I bet he can't wait to go to McDowell's.
Atahine. I keep on wanting to end it with he rather than ne. Atahine. Yeah. Told the outlet. We connect to nature. We connect to the trees around us. We get grounded every morning. We bathe in spring water, which just means that they're polluting the local water supply.
Wait a minute, Sanguine. Sorry for interrupting. They get grounded. They get hot.
We are living a simple life of relying daily on the Creator for food, shelter, and clothing. We live in a tent without walls, but we are not afraid of anyone, for we have the protection of the Creator, Yehovah. By the way, winter's going to suck dick.
Yes! Somebody's gonna die.
Scottish winter in a tent without walls. They aren't living in a tent. They're living in a fucking pavilion.
Dude, they're gonna be begging for Yahweh, or whatever the fucking name is. Like, can you drop a house on us or something? Okay. Can we get some warmth and shit, this motherfucker?
According to King Atahine, Great Britain says it's tolerant, but not towards his group, which has suffered trials and tribulations at the hands of the authorities, who do not understand or tolerate, he told the outlet. The kingdom of Kabula claims they are a lost tribe of Hebrews. Like I said, they're black Hebrew Israelites. And that their king descended from David, the Messiah. Not even the Jews believe David's the Messiah. According to the outlet, they say their ancestors were ostracized when Elizabeth I deported native black Jacobites. The Jacobites were not black. They were shockingly white.
What? What are you talking about? They weren't. What?
The group now hopes to... Oh, by the way, this just fucking hilarious to me, this goddamn picture. Because she's making an offering of fucking shortbread and iron brew.
What the fuck is iron brew?
Iron brew is a Scottish soda.
Like
wait.
Or okay, hold on.
Yeah,
soda, like soda pop, like Coca-Cola, Pepsi Cola.
Yes. Sam, hold on. I want to point out something. If you look at his wrist, you see a little type. Why does he have an acorn?
I mean the little...
Oh, yeah, it looks like a dick.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought there. Little Pico there.
Is this AI?
No, this is them. And by the way, the iron brew, like I said, it's a Scottish soda that was once touted as having iron in it, or rather rust. I think the slogan was made with girders for a little bit.
Oh, jeez.
These people, look, I it's a cult. It's a cult.
Yep. The group
and
now
she's brainwashed.
The group now hopes to bring other lost tribes back after 400 years, according to the report. We follow the laws of the Creator. Everything belongs to the ones who made it. King Atahine. I keep on wanting to swap.
King, we below.
Oh,
we do not.
Hey, don't come on. Weaves is cool.
Or he might have been referring to the young Cub Scouts.
Oh, whoa, yeah, that's
the
true.
Weeblos.
He. Wait a minute. He is king under the mountain. Technically, he would be king under the mountain too.
No, fuck that. He isn't a dwarf. I do not recognize him.
Okay, he's king in the forest.
Hey, hold on. You know, Sanguine, as part of the dwarf clan, we were looking at it, and you do kind of exceed some of
the height limit.
Yeah, height measurements,
I'm a giant dwarf. Fucking fight me if you want to try to out me.
Wait a minute. Adam, his mother was an elf. But we don't talk about that.
No. I'm a giant dwarf. So either I have a brave father or a very brave mother.
Your mom fucked a giant. Really?
At least somewhere in my family tree, someone had to.
It's that giant blood. It's reasserting itself after years of dwarven. Yeah, we were all dwarf height. Then he came around. He's mine. You know, I didn't mess around with my husband. It must be that giant blood in our veins.
Yep. I popped out and I'm 6'1", but still proportioned like a dwarf.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, I've said this before. I'm 6'1". I have a 27-inch inseam.
Oh God.
So I have the legs of someone who's 4'6", and the torso of someone who's 7'8".
Jesus, leave us on the Stevens, man.
So going back to what he was saying, we do not believe. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I can attest. I've seen it.
Yeah, he's seen how I am a giant dwarf.
I seen him walk around, like right into the lake, and just disappear.
Oh God.
Walk out like a football field's length into the lake.
I was like, "Holy shit! Is this Ghostbusters 2?"
Oh Jesus Christ!
But Atahine added, "We do not believe that any authority owns the land. The earth belongs to the Father. We do not know about any eviction. All we know is that we are here to stay and establish our authority and power, just like our ancestors did." He continued, "The prophecy says after 400 years, when my ancestors are destroyed from the land of Scotland, from the land of Great Britain, they will go into captivity and lose their identity. But after 400 years, I will come and bring them back to the land of promise. I am following the ancestral call and the call of the gods." By the way, the gods. So he's a black Hebrew Israelite that is polytheistic.
Wait, hold on. All right. Again, why you saying you're following the call of the gods? Then why don't you venerate the other gods? Why is Yahamina?
Shit! Why is there an echo?
Why is Yahamina only one getting praised here? What the fuck is this?
Call of the gods. The calling from our Creator.
Look at that guy.
Bark on this journey is the most.
Can we zoom in that picture, please?
Yeah, please send me that picture. I need to draw that.
Okay, let me.
This looks like a Star Tropics character.
Oh God, this man.
That's the picture. I'll have to. Here, let me click into this. This will allow me to copy the image.
You think you're on Sea Island? It's like Scotland. It's like, oh shit. Right next door is fucking.
Wait. Hang on. This. All right. This. Looking at him reminds me of this.
Holy shit! You just zooming in. Oh no.
Wait a minute.
No.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This reminds. Wait a minute. Forceful.
He is captain now.
He looks like he's built like this goddamn old ass Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Are you calling up Pot of Greed?
No, not Pot of Greed. Look at the
because Pot of Greed is Frogan.
No, don't insult Pot of Greed. God damn it. Forceful Century.
Nice.
He looks like the Forceful Century guy. Oh God, Jesus Christ. This man. Sanguine, continue the story, please.
Dude, I'm gonna make him like I'm gonna draw him as like a random like he's a shaman bad guy that you run across.
That randomly runs across.
Yeah.
He got
side mission boss.
He didn't side mission boss.
He's just like randomly one of the enemies that you run across as you're getting to the boss. As you get closer, his outfit changes from red to blue, and then that's when you know because he has the more powerful magic.
Wait a minute, what
Fair
the
enough.
fuck is he? Is he some like is he a shapeshifter with chain of clothes? I don't know.
I don't
How
know.
does it
Look
work?
at his eyes, dude. They're white. They
Yeah, he's
are
rolled his eyes back into his head.
dude. He is casting spells.
Look, he is using ancient Scottish magic. He's
Casting magic. And he's
where is his shillelagh? Where's his shillelagh at? He should have a shillelagh.
No,
I know
look
it's
at
a
he,
Hawaiian lei.
he isn't Irish. He isn't Scottish.
He's wearing a fucking Jewish toga with a fucking African robe and a Hawaiian lei, carrying a fucking shillelagh stick, and he's holding up the fucking.
All right. I got a question. Two questions. All right. So he got a prophecy that said 400 years after y'all are in captivity, you're gonna come back to the land and you will lead them. So are you fucking immortal or something? Like, are you he's a Highlander?
Dude, he is. There is only one, and that's him.
It makes sense. He's Connor McLeod, the Claire McLeod.
He's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna put the eye line around my right eye and say I am the only one. Are you gonna challenge me? Are you gonna challenge him?
No,
Fuck yeah, I would.
No, fuck no, man. I don't want his head that badly.
Dude, he has magic. He's walking around with a stick and a hand. What do you? I got a sword. Okay, but he has no eyes, and he's gonna cast magic. What are you
Look,
gonna
that
do?
is magic missile at you. You better watch out, Sanguine.
You are fucked.
He can't fucking aim his magic.
Bing, bing, bing.
He don't need to aim. Sanguine, he just needs to feel it. He just needs the sense.
I am
Yeah.
crazy enough. You do not. Because you know what? At the end of the day, if you actually do cut him up with a sword, it's going to be giant dwarf man killed crazy black man in the forest.
In other news, Scotland's forest became the scene of bloodbath, where ancient black shaman who believed that his people will own the land, somehow a 6 foot tall dwarf came to blows. It did not end well. The dwarf was armed with a battle axe.
But it continued. His wife, Queen Nandi, a 43-year-old born Jean Gazho? Is that Gazho?
Oh, god damn.
Gazho or Gasho or Gasho? One of those. Wrote on social media that the group had returned to claim Scotland as our homeland, a land stolen by Elizabeth I 400 years ago, when she deported all black people from Scotland and England who were not Africans, but natives of the land.
Wait a minute. She deported all Africans.
400 years ago?
She deported all black people that weren't Africans, but natives of the land.
It's, this is more science. This is Harry Potter had a more consistent fucking story than this shit.
Yep. The Jacobites were black. Again, the Jacobites shockingly white.
No, hold on, saying I just love the phrasing. Shockingly white.
Yes. Were black from their ancestor Jacob, Yehovah, or Yehovah. I don't know why everything has to end in ho, but apparently everyone's a ho here.
Because they're trying to tell you something, saying like, pay attention.
A black man, according to our prophet, Atahine, Jerusalem is in Scotland, and that he is the seed and offspring of David, the Messiah. The old world is going. The second Exodus has begun. Only those who live off-grid in tabernacles will be saved as we enter the millennial kingdom of Kabula. And the world is left behind, she continues, according to the outlet. It was not immediately clear how many people are part of the kingdom of Kabula, and how many are currently living in the forest of Jedburgh. Meanwhile, Scottish Borders Council says it is working with Police Scotland to manage the situation. This has included the provision of advice and information about housing options and other support services, a spokesman told SWNS.
Hold on. Okay. It's been, I'm not going to lie, it's been a struggle holding on to this little tidbit. Holy shit. Is that where the song comes from? Ane. Sakamofino anane. Atamofinane.
What the fuck are you singing?
He's summoning demons.
He's communing with the ancestral spirit Sanguine. We shouldn't interrupt him.
That's what it sounded like he said. What did he say? Ata ane.
Oh, he's over there. Num your whole ring kill.
This story absolutely fucking insane, and all I can imagine is the origin of this is a schizophrenic black man in Scotland once saw a preview for the King of Scotland. He didn't watch the movie, so he didn't know it was about about an African warlord that just really liked Scotland. So he went, holy shit, the Scots were black. And he had heard the hymn Jerusalem and went, holy shit, Israel is in the UK. Those are the only things I can imagine from this fucking story. That is the origin of how this happened. Some schizophrenic saw an advert and heard a hymn once and combined the two.
Jesus Christ. You can't make this shit up. Like, sometimes reality is stranger than fiction. Like, what the fuck, man? Are you insane? Yes, I just answered my own question.
A bunch of homeless black people in the forests of Scotland.
I want to say a word, but I can't because we're on means. But dear God, if I could say that word, I'd have said the word.
I'm guessing it is what a lot of people substitute neighbor for.
Yes.
Oh.
It is the magical tie-dye mantis word. There it is. It is the magical tie-dye mantis word.
But yeah, that story was so fucking insane that when I heard it, I went, I have to talk about this.
You have to send me that article. I'll talk about that shit tomorrow. Well, tonight.
It is absolutely insane.
Just seriously, in all seriousness, that is fucking crazy. You're probably from Minnesota.
Israelites.
I got a better question. All right, so they said she's from Texas. So are the other ones from Texas as well?
I don't think so. I think the main wife of the cult leader / schizophrenic black man in the woods
In the woods. I like that one.
is a Scots woman, or a woman that has citizenship in Scotland.
Okay.
And I think he also is from Scotland.
Okay, I gotta know. All right, maybe they hooked up over online and whatnot. And they brainwashed her there because that's fucking yeah. It is fucking insane. Good little mother.
But you have to admit, dude is committed to the bit. He is rolling his eyes as far back as he can.
Yes, he is.
Wait, who is?
The dude whose eyes are just white because he's rolling them back so far.
Okay.
Sanguine, I'm looking at this. All right, I'm looking at the picture you sent me, right? And you have, please send me the article. What the pine cone shit in his hand? What the fuck, man? Oh god, did he steal some yarn from somebody's house?
And
That's a throw rug. He put in a throw rug.
yeah, it's fucking weird.
Did he just no? Seriously, did he like rob somebody's clothesline? It's just like, oh god. He got throw rugs. He got throw rug on. He got curtain pull strings. Yo, he got somebody's cat bells. He got a stick he found in the woods.
He has his pine cone.
The pine cone. He had the pine cone crown. He's a dark elf. I just realized he's a dark elf.
I know that the original name of Dark Elf was Svartalf, and Svart means black, but I think you're taking that a bit too literally.
Oh god, Jesus, oh my sides. My fucking sides, Simon. I can't help this, but this is some crazy ass shit. And then she's the handmaiden.
Yep. Which she also describes as being a surrogate of the king.
So in other words, he fucks her and the wife.
Yeah, he's absolutely fucking the Texas girl.
Yes, I'm filling you with the spirit. The spirit.
Also, the wife apparently has like 8 kids.
The fuck?
Yeah, that's in another article about this.
She was filled with the spirit, dude. Come on.
She's
Sounds
filled
like
with something.
she was filled with it many times.
8 times.
She was filled with something, I guess.
In a row? Oh shit.
This is insane. I've seen insane shit, but this is fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at the picture with the wife and the handmaiden girl kneeling down. I want to know what the fuck. Where did she get the ostrich feather? He stole his clothes from somebody.
Yeah, this story is just fucking weird.
She got twigs and shit in her hair. He got old fucking cat bells, acorns,
Pine cones.
And look, if you look at the picture, they're not too far inland because I can see a fence.
Yep.
Y'all not even really in the fucking forest. Y'all on the line.
They're close enough that the handmaid can go and grab iron brew and shortbreads.
Yes. And they said that, yeah, because you can clearly see, if you look at the second photo, if you click on the thing, you can clearly see the fencing in the back there. And plus, they said they live off the land, but they're using fucking modern fucking a fire pit. And she has a pine cone too.
A fire pit.
Yeah, you can clearly see the metal cylinder around the bricks, and because they can't act as the barrier, they're loose fitting. And maybe she's weaving some fire magic. I don't fucking know. This is insane.
It's kind of a crazy
Absolute fucking
excuse.
insanity.
Yeah.
So, shall we go from one insane story to another?
Yeah, might as well.
So, Tier has a story as well for us.
So this shit pissed me off. Hold on, let me go all the way back. A while back, this happened.
A 13-year-old boy saved his younger sister from a kidnapper using a slingshot.
The rock, right? I put it right here, and I grabbed it, and I just...
But now he's being sued by the kidnapper, who is demanding $800,000 from the boy's mother. The boy saw a stranger snatch his 8-year-old sister near their home in Michigan and pull her into the woods.
8-year-olds!
He grabbed his slingshot, loaded it with marbles, and fired twice, hitting his target both times. The kidnapper, 28-year-old Terrence Coleman, was struck in the chest first. The intense pain made him mistakenly believe he'd been shot, causing him to drop the girl and flee. The boy fired again, this time hitting Terrence in the eye, successfully rescuing his sister. Later, Terrence's family filed a lawsuit against the boy's mother. After the incident, Terrence was told by doctors he'd permanently lost vision in his right eye. Terrence's family insists he was just playing with the girl and wasn't kidnapping her.
No,
They claim
family. His family insists he was just playing with the girl. Not Terrence himself, his family.
the boy wrongly blinded Terrence and are seeking $800,000 in damages. The case remains under investigation. Terrence continues to deny kidnapping the girl, but one crucial question remains unanswered. If he wasn't kidnapping her, why was he taking someone else's child into the woods? And why did he run away?
Again, that is insane. No matter how the fuck you slice it, it is insane that somebody would. Oh, I wasn't kidnapping. I wasn't trying to, hurt her or anything. I was just playing with someone else's kid.
Yeah, like, how does anybody think that that's an actual fucking legit excuse to be interacting with somebody else's child? Oh, I was just holding them because I was making sure that they were sick. Are you fucking sick?
All right, now I can. There are two circumstances which I can see this being.
They're like choking or you're. There are very few circumstances, but at the same end, when you confront them, the results of hey, I was
just playing.
That's like, okay, you've already admitted that it's not what you were trying to say.
But
otherwise, they were like, "Hey, call the fucking cops because this fucking kid is dying."
But the suing of for just shy of $1 million for you getting injured while you're committing in the commission of a crime. Go fuck yourself.
Oh yeah.
Like you have no grounds for which to stand on. To ask, even the sheer amount of money that you're asking for is absurd. I hope I fucking hope. I really hope the judge gets to court and the judge fucking laughs at him. Let me see. I mean, I want to make sure I get all of this royal goodness here, and this. God damn it! I can't get the good part. I guess I'll get as much as I can. Right here. There we go. I got a new avatar photo. I'm the king now. King Tyrannus of Black Scotland. King Cracker cheer. The king of the crackers here. No, I'm not king of the crackers. Like, why did everybody go silent for a second? Hello? Are you guys there?
I'm here.
No, y'all went silent. I was trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Tier houses people's in barrels. Their one true home. Sanguine, you there?
Sanguine.
Oh God, I think we lost Sanguine. Maybe he stepped away.
Well, that's not good.
It really isn't. Well, now that he's gone, I want to tell Sanguine about himself.
Whoa.
As the last king of Black Scotland, I demand a proper tribute of Colt 45 and a bucket of KFC. Go. Y'all may go get that. I want my bucket of KFC.
Man, you know, it's been a while since I had a bucket of chicken.
Yeah, it has been a while since I had a bucket of chicken. I tried not to go to Popeyes and that.
Say again?
Whoa!
Oh, you back?
Yep, sorry.
Where were you at?
I got momentarily distracted. I'm back though. Sorry about that.
He went to kill a dwarf. He went to go kill a orc that was at his door.
Yeah,
So-
right?
I missed the story, unfortunately, for the most part, but I'm back. So, yeah, absolutely insane that the jackass is trying to sue the kid.
It is, and again, I hope that it gets. I don't even hope it gets laughed out. You know why I want it to go through. I want the court costs to be astronomical when the judge says you lose and you have to pay the court fees.
You lose, you have to pay the court fees, and I think that he should have to pay emotional damages for trying to kidnap the kid's sister.
He should pay emotional damage to both the kids and for both kids. Emotional damage for having to go through this farce of a trial, and for kidnapping. Wait a minute. Why is he? Hold on. I got a better question. Whoa. If this was an attempted kidnapping, why isn't he being arrested? Why isn't he in a nice jumpsuit, possibly orange?
And his defense of, well, we were just playing again. Why is a 22-year-old playing with an 8-year-old in the middle of the night, trying to take her to the forest?
Yes. This. Can you at least lie better? Can we get better lies?
Mm-hmm.
Like your defense amounts to. It's not what it seems like. And you have, your hand in the cookie jar. Nope, I wasn't stealing the cookie.
Yeah.
Then why the fuck put your hand in the cookie jar?
I still say the punishment for what he did should be they take his other eye and his balls.
As punishment, you have to pay $1 trillion to these kids, and we're taking your eye. What? Yeah.
He sadly only left you half blind. It's time to make you fully blind.
Yeah, hey. Can't be stealing kids. You can't be snatching kids if you can't see them, right?
Yep.
Oh man, it is the same thing with the crackhead. Did we talk about that last week? I think we did. The crackhead that tried to snatch an 11-year-old boy, and then let him off because he was retarded.
Oh, we didn't talk about that. What we talked about was the Somali group in Minnesota, where a guy kidnapped like a 13-year-old girl or some shit from her yard after trying to knock her out. He didn't quite succeed in knocking her out, but he dazed her, dragged her up into his car, drove her a good distance away, did horrendous things to her, then dropped her off randomly and spent months afterwards harassing the girl and saying, "We need to meet up again. I want to do that again. I want to use you again."
That's fucking insane, and they really should burn.
To the point where the family found out what was happening, found out that he was still trying to get in touch with her, and they did a pred catcher sting. Got the guy arrested, and his sentence has already come through from last time that we talked about it. He's getting something like 8 years. Only 8 years. He deserves a fuck ton more.
He deserves life.
8 years?
Yeah, he's only getting 8 years for kidnapping, or for assault and battery, kidnapping, and then sexual crimes against a minor. 8 years. And this is without him admitting any fault. This is without his community saying that he did anything wrong. In fact, this is the guy that the community wrote a letter saying he's a great guy. He's just having trouble adapting to the U.S. and its culture and customs.
Again, I just found, I'm looking at this, and this is fucking heartbreaking.
Yep.
No, look at this. You putting up. Sophia Closure, a 21-year-old Dutch medical student, vanished in Ugandan's Merchant Falls National Park, October 2015. Her belongings were strangely arranged. Her underwear hung 5 meters high in a tree. Her purse and shoes left neatly in place. Yet authorities wrote it off as a wild animal attack.
Well, it was in a strange way.
Fair enough. Fair fucking enough. I will accept that, Sanguine, as what it was.
You know, honestly, I am in the boat of not only do we need to string up the people who did these things, we also need to beat the fuck out of these reporters who post this shit.
And the people that tried to defend it, like I said, in the case of the Somali guy that assaulted, battered, kidnapped, and sexually abused a child, he doesn't admit any fault. He then also, again, harassed her for months after, trying to re-victimize her and trying to find a time that he could again abduct her. And the Somali community in the area, rather than going, he's disgusting, there's absolutely no excuse for this.
And we need to protect. We need to protect the children from this.
Yep. Instead of doing that, they came out and said, "Yeah, he's having a hard time adapting to American culture."
Yeah. Where rape is where rape is something, we don't rape here.
So what
What?
do you mean you aren't allowed to try to knock out a 13-year-old,
Yo,
abduct her and rape her in your car, and then just abandon her on the side of the road?
and just to be clear, because again, we have to cast these dispel.
Allegedly?
No. We have to dispel these spells, magic spells that fucking, because again, we're dealing with intelligent humans. This goes for anybody. If anybody tries to use this excuse that they're doing it because of whatever reason, it's like, can we just strip that away and say that one human is assaulting another human and it's not good?
Yeah. I would be equally damning if it was a Christian community and the local church came out in defense of their group's rapist that knocked out, abducted, horrendously abused, defiled, raped a 13-year-old girl before abandoning her, and then spent months afterwards trying to find more.
Oh, wait, hold on.
That he could do so.
You just unlocked the second part of what my thought, because I'm kind of retarded, but no, yeah, that's the second part. Is they want to sit here and shit, I forgot it, damn it. Wait, sayings, what were you just saying?
That even it doesn't matter who or what group a person is a part of. If it was a Christian community doing this shit, I would be equally condemning of it as I am the Somali Muslim community doing it.
Doing what?
Assaulting, kidnapping, battering, defiling, raping, beating a 13-year-old girl.
Yep.
And then spending months trying to find more opportunities to do the same again. And then saying, well, it's just he's having a hard time adapting to the culture of the United States.
Oh, right.
If you have a hard time adapting to the culture of you aren't allowed to not or attempt to knock out a 13-year-old girl and then abduct and defile her, your culture's inferior.
And you don't belong here.
Yeah. And I'm sick of this, well, it's racist saying that cultures are inferior. No, there are inferior cultures.
Mm-hmm.
The U.S., before it outlawed slavery, was inferior to the U.S. after it outlawed slavery.
Yes.
The U.S., before it codified domestic partner violence, was inferior to after it codified domestic partner violence laws. Because, yeah, you shouldn't be allowed to just beat the shit out of your wife or your husband or your kids. So it was inferior before those changes were made.
Again, we've come so as a nation, we've come so far.
Yep.
Yes, when we first started off, we were shit. And by shit, I mean we had a lot of growing to do.
Yep.
And we made some mistakes. And we learned from those mistakes and we tried to rectify those mistakes. It wasn't perfect, but no nation in history started off completely without sin.
Mm-hmm.
And look at today versus where we were at our inception. We've come so fucking far.
Yep.
Like the mere fact that me, you, and Adam are having this conversation right now on equal footing as equals is a testament to the progress that we've made. I'm just saying.
You think we are equals?
You're right. As the king of Scotland, the black Scotland, I'm above you peasants.
Dear, are you trying to tell me that this bill of sale that I got about you isn't valid?
It is not valid, sir. Sorry.
God damn it.
How much you pay for me?
Not much, to be honest.
Oh. Wow.
Someone needed some laundry money. I gave him a couple.
It's that
Quarters.
yeah, it's a random black guy I know here.
Eh,
He's useless.
How the hell did you run across that?
Oh God! But it's
I don't
like I'm
live
saying.
far from the Somali community saying, well, it's hard. Adjusting to American customs. You aren't allowed
Sanguine.
to buy people here? That's weird.
But speaking of the nation, I'm in complete and utter agreement with Trump and the Smithsonian issue. I'm so goddamn tired of everything being racially charged and slavery bad, and it's all white men's fault instead of celebrating our nation for its goodness, its achievements. Our achievements far outweigh our bad thing. And again, we shouldn't ignore the past. Far from it. We shouldn't dwell in it, though. Like I said,
there's a lot of shit that we fucked up with.
Yes.
But we've overcome the vast majority of it. So, yeah, I've said it before. Woodrow Wilson's damage is damn near incalculable.
And it's Teddy's fault.
Mm-hmm.
I would say less it's Teddy's fault and more that
Teddy split the party.
He split the party, but the party also abandoned him.
Fair enough, but he literally split the he split the party.
It was
it's his fault.
A shit ton of people's fault, all at the same time, because he was the more popular candidate. Just he was the candidate that was less controllable.
Wait a minute. Like I defended a black guy today because I could tell the Irishman could tell the guy was arguing with was American. Oh, the Irishman couldn't tell the guy he was arguing with was American. Okay. Context, Jen? I just need a little bit more.
I almost said something that would have gotten us in trouble.
I'm thinking things. I don't want to say them because I don't want to get me into trouble.
Well, I was going to do a bit of an alphabet of slurs there because I was about to say clearly the Mick was arguing with a.
The Nick was arguing with a Nick. A shark is a. Said the shark's near. No, the shark is a.
Oh yeah, the UK is pissed off about the immigrant shit.
Yeah,
which isn't surprising considering that there's a load of black people trying to claim Scotland's theirs.
Yes.
You weren't here for that story, Jen. The reason why the episode's titled "The Last King of Scotland Meets Jerusalem" is there's a group of black Hebrew Israelites that are claiming to be the natives of Scotland returned and saying that Scotland is actually the site of Israel. It is absolutely mental.
It fucking is. It is insane. Again, and they formed their own little cult too, Jen.
Oh yeah, the cult that has also kidnapped a Texan and turned her into a handmade sex slave, I think would be the best way of summing it up.
Yeah. He would like to spill his royal seed inside her.
He does many times.
Yes. He likes you. The King of Scotland, the King of Black Scotland.
Oh, you meant a link to the stream, not a link to the story. I just sent you the link to the story.
No, yeah, I know about the fucking weirdo tribe. I was talking about it with you guys just earlier.
No, we were talking to Jen.
Jen.
Oh. Wait.
We were trying to fill Jen in.
Okay. No, I went to go get some grapes.
Got any grapes?
Dude, yeah. I went with coworkers at lunch to Costco, get some lunch, and fucking there was like a 3-pound thing of grapes.
Are they the good ones? Are they the moondrops?
They're purple.
Are they finger-like?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
The moondrops are like fingerling purple grapes. They're delicious.
They had a couple, like they had cherry, like, or not cherry, but like red ones, green ones, and then I saw these purple ones and I was like, I had those before and they're very delicious. I got those and fucking blueberries. And yeah, I'm very happy. And sorry, no, I went to go get some grapes and hey Jen.
Hello.
Hey, Jen.
Tis the season of cheaper fruit. I do the same.
Is it?
Up here, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always eat like significantly more fruit in the summer just because.
I'm all
I
for
mean,
it.
I
was just about to tie it back to the conversation of slavery not terribly long ago.
Well,
Because they like grape drink?
No.
It's the season of fruit. You can buy more game in.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, cheap fruit. It's one of those things where like I have mixed feelings. So I have a bet with myself on bullshit that's been going on up here based off the tariffs. And now that Carney has had to bow down a little bit to the tariff thing, I want to see how my prices change because we've been like fucked over for way longer than than you guys.
How is it? Have you been seeing like an actual drastic price difference in the stuff that you're getting?
So Alberta always ends up being beat over the head for being mildly more economically sound because we have a lot of oil and gas industry. So if you were to travel around Canada, you're going to see that prices have gone up in comparison to what they're used to. But if you go to Calgary, you're going to find the biggest prices. Like that's where you see things like, oh, it's an 800-gram pack of maple leaf meat that they're charging $15 for.
That reminds me. What do you think of the Wexit movement?
The fuck is the Wexit?
I've been on board with listening to hear what they have to say, and I'm just waiting for a proper census to go out because they're refusing to do real numbers. You know,
Yep.
I'd really like them to do a full actual census of both cities, because yes, the province probably could win if they just went with rural. Like if you go with the last election, rural had enough numbers to fuck over both cities. Here's the thing though, there's plenty of people in the cities that are kind of like, yeah, we're on board with it too. Like if I walk down my neighborhood and start counting flags, well, they changed since the election. They are no longer Canadian flags. They're Alberta flags. They're the shield.
So wait a minute. So what? Alberta's trying to succeed.
So the Wexit. Do you want me to explain it, or shall you, Jen?
You're a little bit more eloquent. It's just we're kind of in a bit of a mixed bag because we have Danielle Smith, who is a good leader, but she's a federalist. She doesn't want to go necessarily independent. She does believe in doing something closer to what Quebec has done. But I'm going to be real with her. That's not what Albertans want. Not really.
The gist of Wexit is the western half of Canada is actively having a debate of if they want to stay part of Canada. So it started with Alberta. And Alberta, if I remember correctly, you guys are pushing high 40% of Alberta is saying, let's fucking go.
That's without a proper census, too.
Yep. And then it's Saskatchewan, if I remember correctly, is also kind of that low to mid 40s. BC, British Columbia, is north of 30. As is, Manitoba. Right, that's the other one that is considering it. And they're also north of 30.
Look, Jen, I think all right. Hear me out, Jen. Hear me out. I'll make you a deal. You get California. You give U.S. Alberta. We'll give you.
I'm in Alberta. I can't say anything there. Like
No,
I don't mind giving the middle.
We aren't giving up shit. We will accept the western half of Canada when you secede.
Yeah. Look. We'll give you California for free. Like, take it.
No, we do not give up sovereign soil. We already had the court's rule on this. Once you're part of the union, you're part
you have to let us linger at just Alberta for a little bit, just so that the map looks like a middle finger for a while.
Oh yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Just for a little bit. Like, it's not a permanent thing. It's not just Canada that's being fucked over. I kind of want to do it as like a worldwide way of saying fuck you to all the overlords that are overbearing bastards who need to. In all honesty, I keep talking to the Brits. I'm like, just remember when you guys had balls? And
remember when you kill your kings? You just got pissed off. You just fucking round them up, just kill them.
Like, I don't think you should do that now, but like, you had a reason for that anger, and that anger was sound. You know, and it changed a lot of the world, and it needed to change.
I learned this. This is what I've learned. When people are complacent, they do nothing. But if you take away like their food and shit, they will rebel fucking quick. And I'm thinking that Britain is getting to the breaking point. Their flag is seen as racist. How the fuck is my flag in my homeland seen as fucking racist to motherfuckers that shouldn't be here?
So you saw that story about the kid getting arrested, right? So during an anti-migrant protest a kid that is maybe like 16, 17, 18. So might just be an adult, but young. Was part of the protests with a number of his firefighting co-workers.
Mm-hmm.
He's been arrested for waving the Union Jack. Or was it even the Union Jack? It might have just been the English flag. But I think it was the Union Jack.
The St. George flag?
So again, it is like...
It's
Well, even beyond that, there recently there was a large swath of English patriots who were hoisting either the Union Jack or the
St. George
flag, and but as I read this morning at work, so I don't know what the time set would be in England time, but there was a whole town where a whole bunch of immigrants or people of more tannish nature,
more tannish.
They went around and started ripping down the flags and attacking any of the local natives. Honestly, England, you're at the precipice. I hate to say it.
Y'all need a rebellion.
You kind of do, and it's one of those things where, like, I actually don't blame the migrants, because this is something that I was telling them before. This isn't new for your neck of the woods. The fact that you're acting like it is right now is part of the reason why I'm so frustrated. Like, when I started talking to them, like, I know they're not leaders of the world anymore, but they have history of their kings pulling this shit before. They used to do it with the French. If their people weren't working things out with them, they would just fall in people from Europe, and the Europeans would do what our migrants are doing right now. And it's just the other thing, like that part of that. What made that argument I had online so funny, Tier, was both of these guys were on the same page. It's just because of I don't know if this is Marxism. I say Marxism because it has layers of it. Like, the leaders are taking from whatever they want to manipulate people. You know, some of it's some of it's Marxism. It's because they can do something as simple as take away somebody's reason long enough to not be like, okay, well, maybe this black guy's actually from the U.S. You know, it's a different thing than talking about somebody who's from a country in Africa. And that's the thing. People don't even have the ability to do that. Is it Uganda? Is it Rwanda? Where the fuck are they from? You know, and they do that. They've destroyed our education to the point where, like, so many people are so fucking dumb that they can do that. Like, oh, well, you just don't like black people. Like, well, no, I don't like bad people. I don't like people who have, like, criminal records.
Is it so much that people have been indoctrinated into a passive mindset, or is it just that they've been told any sort of criticism or
is wrong or violence?
Yeah, any sort of, like, hey, I'm going to question this. Why are you questioning this? What's wrong? They see that. I think, honestly, it's both. To be honest, I think, and I think that's a way of flocking people into a specific mindset.
Well, when you're arresting people for praying silently in their heads in the vicinity, not you know, he's not disrupting. He's just praying in his brain, and you arrest him for that, thought crimes and shit. And then, oh god, do y'all remember ages ago when the police chief or constable chief, or whatever the fuck they're called,
Yeah,
said
the guy
that
in London.
said, oh well, you know what, we're gonna arrest you. You know, we don't care if you're across the pond or around the world. We don't. You make fun, you say something we don't like, we're gonna arrest you.
Yeah.
And
That-
everyone in the U.S. went, man, I wish you would.
And then the insult,
Humorous.
the insult is the migrants that people are having some stress with. Well, they can just start praying anywhere. They you know, you could be in the middle of a flight, and they're gonna just disrupt the whole thing to do that shit. And I'm like, absolutely
Or
not.
they could be in the middle. They could be in the middle. They could just start praying in the middle of the fucking street.
Well,
and
okay.
people have to go around them.
Okay. So there's both the it's our time for prayer. We're gonna do these mass prayers, despite that there's areas that they can do it. But there's also like in I think it was Dearborn where they have the mass calls for prayer, bloating out, but you can't have church bells. At what point do you just acknowledge, yeah, that's a captive town?
The other thing too, Adam, is
Shit. Go ahead.
when you listen to people who are Muslim, and that's the thing, they come from different regions, they do have different takes on their own religion. They'll tell you things like, well, no, actually, they have leeway in their Bible, in their Quran. If the time isn't a good time to do it, they have a little leeway to wait a little bit until they have a more appropriate time to do it. It's like the guy on the fucking plane. You're changing time zones. Don't give me that it has to be at 4:00 if the place you're going to is now going to be a different time zone.
Well, and that's where it gets to the point where it's okay. Are you trying to acknowledge that this person has their own personal religious beliefs, or are you going to acknowledge the reality that this is a piece of shit person who is trying to rule over you based on what they are doing? They're
trying to force their religious practices on you.
No, it's not even. You can. They're cloaking it over with the religious belief, but it could be somebody who's just sitting there and saying, you know what, I should be able to take a shit in the middle of the fucking aisleway because this is what my cultural religion believes or my cultural belief is, and if you don't accept it, you're a bigot. You're a bad. No. You're flying in a fucking airplane that this civilization started. So you're able to shit in the middle of the aisleways. You didn't do this. You don't get to fucking put your shit over ours.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I think it's ridiculous that anybody's capitulating to this and saying, yeah, no, I guess that's no. Tell them to knock it off. Well,
I think
the moment you
if
see that, fucking kick them over. Who the fuck are you?
I think if I think if they're doing that, they are themselves racist. I learned this from Thomas Sowell. Proud that I did. Mm-hmm. But it's about this idea that low expectations is somehow not racist. And they know damn well that these people know better. That if they did that in their own fucking country, and they did that in an area that was not designated for it, they would get fined. Yes, they would. Even in India, where they do have designated beaches for that shit, if they went to a temple and did that shit, they'd be fined. Or at least caned outside. Like, they beat the shit out of you on the street for doing stuff that you're not supposed to do in India. So don't tell me that shit.
So I do have to ask, is Thomas Solo a relative of Han?
Yes, he is a relative of Han Solo.
Sorry, Soul. I'm bad with names. Like, I know his name by literature, and I haven't heard it said often enough to Soul.
Yeah.
Okay.
But all right,
agreed.
But see, the problem with all of this, the key problem is they want to court these people. They at least on the left, they're the new victim class. You know, Palestine is, also black. So you got gays for Palestine, and those are the fucking funniest ones, honestly, if you ask me.
The suicide gays, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. Or you got the trans women claiming, oh yeah, I'm Palestinian, and I'm thinking the entire time, yeah, you're a future frequent flyer, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. And that tells you that they don't know anything about the region that they're talking about.
None
and yet again,
fucking ever.
And yet again, that's why I don't mind listening to the odd Muslim, but you really have to know who you're talking to. Like, I will listen to guys who have fled the area. Like, there's a guy from the region, and he's actually done debates with leftists where they think he's a Zionist.
I got into
you're talking about the
yeah.
Is it Syrian or Libyan?
I'm not sure. I think so, but like, he's like, that you're talking about various tribes, right? Like they're not even the same groups of people, and they fight with each other all the time because they're different people. They're different people. Like,
they're not one unified fucking. Just because they all have the same religion, they're not in the same fucking denominations. Honestly,
it's the same shit that I get fed up with them because they want to sit there and call everyone else a fucking racist. I'm sorry, we grew up in the 80s and the 90s where if you didn't know where somebody was from, you didn't just assume. You were kind of expected to ask because just assuming meant you were kind of a little bit racist because you're lumping everybody into the same group because of what they look like.
It's kind of like there's a phrase that has pissed me off ever since I first heard it, and that's talking black. And
what the fuck? That always pisses me. Sanguine, I completely, utterly agree. Acting white, acting black. So having manners, speaking with proper diction, not trying to use very little slang words. Oh, you're talking white. No, I'm talking like a human fucking being.
Yep. That's the thing that always pissed me off. Every time that I hear, well, so-and-so's talking white. What the fuck does talking white mean?
Speaking English? Oh, for the record, I butcher English all the time. I
got one. See, that's the thing. Knowing your audience. Now, if I'm with you guys, you will hear me throughout the fuck, the damn, shit, casual words like that. But if I'm talking to a superior, someone I'm not trying to say I don't respect you guys, but I view you guys as my peers. I don't. If I was talking to someone, I believe is above me or someone I'm trying to learn something from.
What kind of racist are you, Tyr? I'm white as can be, and you don't talk to me as if I'm a superior?
Go to hell. No way. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna use the same words I'm not gonna talk with the same tone, and I'm not gonna use the same words I would like say one of my bosses who I highly respect. I'm not gonna go for him. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes. I'm not cursing. I'm talking with what the word for. I'm being respectful.
The people that you're talking to at work, you're going to be speaking to differently than you would with us.
Yes,
I get that. That's perfectly reasonable. But there is a large group of people who see that as, why should I do that? I should just be able to speak how I want.
So
no.
I actually have a decent response to that, and I have to be grateful to your boy Pat for that one.
Mm.
So he addressed that in a post. I'm not sure if it was today or yesterday when he did it.
Hold on, wait. Who's boy Pat?
Your boy Pat.
My boy Pat or Tyr's boy Pat?
Our boy Pat.
I haven't bought anyone named Pat. Like I said, the last person that I tried to buy was Tyr, just helping someone with their laundry.
But all the same, Pat had a post, and I've seen the video before. I'm sure you have before too, Tyr. And it's one where there's this guy, I don't know what state he's in, but he's trying to teach a group of young black men how to eat properly at a restaurant.
Etiquette. Yeah, etiquette classes.
and he gets so much heat because you're teaching them how to eat like white people, and Pat's response is like, so you think that black people in our culture is looking sloppy, or like we can't eat properly, we have to eat with our hands? That's really how you view us? It's not about eating white, it's about looking
acting the part in the it's about acting the part. All right, again, when you're with your friends, you're having pizza, don't use a knife and fucking fork.
No.
But you're in a fancy restaurant, you're with, say you're at a dinner meeting or some formal function, knife, fork, properly eating.
Yeah.
Hey, and you know what? And to be fair, if you were born and raised, grew up in a society where eating a meal consisted of having a plate or a mat on the floor, and that you were scooping the food with your fingers and eating it, and that was just the norm for you. In all fairness, yes, it would be kind of strange if you all of a sudden put a handkerchief in your
lap and tried to eat
neck area, and you just started using a fork and knife to scoop up the stuff and start eating. But I get what that bit was. And I never understood the whole acting white kind of bit.
I think it's because it's a stereotype now that eating white is like etiquette, and it's like, no, everybody has their own etiquette. Like, even with what you just said, like, okay, well, if I went to India, okay, I might have to eat with my fingers. Do I think that's a superior way of eating? Not really, no. But I would, because that's what you're expected to do.
Like, with some foods, it is.
Dude, exactly. If you go, I was just even thinking, like, if you go to a Mexican restaurant and they give you a plate and
tacos,
you're gonna scoop up stuff with a tortilla. Like it's not.
But you're not gonna fucking slam your face down and just start gobbling the plate like a fucking savage.
Well,
you're not gonna do that.
I got a beard, and that stuff will get all over the place, and it's very difficult to clean up, especially if you're on a date.
I'm at a really nice Italian restaurant, and I get a soup. I'm going to eat that soup with a spoon, and
you're not going to slurp.
I'm not going to slurp. I'm not going to pick up the bowl and upend it towards my face. But if I'm eating ramen,
slurping away and up in the bowl.
Yep. When I eat all the noodles and I eat everything out of the soup, then damn right I'm going to pick up the bowl and drink from it.
But see, that again,
that's the right way of eating.
Well, hold on. So this then just opens us up to the argument now is, are you cultured enough to understand how to
the nuance?
I guess, how to read the room. Like, are you able to understand that you can slurp the ramen noodles, but you're not supposed to slurp a soup with a soup, and you're supposed to use which soup spoon?
Let me tell you something funny that I just learned today. Well, actually yesterday, Mr. Adam. You can blame Metatron because he's Sicilian. I did not know that cannoli meant one cannoli. I thought cannoli was just one noodle. Cannoli means more than one. Yeah, what? It means more than one noodle. That's so misleading on a brand. I'm just letting you know.
Well, no, anytime you see...
Wait, isn't a cannoli one of those, like, pastry things?
Yeah, the cream-filled pastries.
Yeah, but it's when you're having cannoli, that's one cannoli. Sorry, that's one cannoli. If you're having more than one, it's cannoli.
It's kind of like if you're having a single noodle. So
it's a noodle.
Everyone knows what spaghetti is.
Yes.
If you're having a single noodle of it, do you know?
You're having a spaghetti.
No.
You're having a You're not having spaghetti.
It's not a spaghetti.
Oh,
it's a spaghetti.
spaghetto.
Okay,
The spaghetti.
can I respond real quick?
In the spaghetti.
To Jen.
Sorry.
So,
Not to use a weird analogy for you.
well, no, and I appreciate it because it is kind of one of those things where I would, again, in a real world, how I would react is to make light of it and joke about it because obviously I didn't know.
I mean, I didn't know either.
Yeah, so
I would assume that anyway because most people have too. So.
Well, yeah, no, I would have been like, wait a minute, a noodle, pasta? Wait, what?
In the spaghetti.
Yeah, and so I think a lot of it also relies on the response of the person who gets that information and how they react to it. Yeah, humans, you guys are goofy. I need to go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Wow, he's using the restroom, not checking the toaster. Wow.
It's probably because I'm for the toaster. I don't mean to be mean about it. I think it's funny.
There's right ways of eating food. There's wrong ways of eating food. And some food, eating with your fingers is the right way. One thing that a lot of people get wrong is, do you know the right way to eat sushi?
It's with chopsticks and wasabi.
Nope. Fucking fingers.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been doing it the right way this entire time? Sweet.
Yeah.
Fingers and wasabi.
Technically, the way that you're supposed to eat sushi is it is supposed to be something that you pick up and eat. You pick up, you dip, you pop it into your mouth. You're good to go.
So maybe the chopsticks are just for serving yourself, so you're not like touching it.
Chopsticks are for moving it from the serving dish to your personal dish.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's only if you aren't eating anything else with those chopsticks. So if you're eating something else with the chopsticks, what you do is you flip the chopsticks upside down, and you use the wide end to grab from the common plate and move to your personal plate.
Okay.
Then you use your fingers from your personal plate into the dip into your mouth.
Yeah, it's to reduce your mouth touching somebody else's food.
And your hands touching someone else's food, and the things that have touched your mouth touching anyone else's food.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
It's so much autism.
It really is.
When you're talking a lot of Japanese and Chinese culture, you'll either have a serving set of chopsticks, which are larger than the eating set of chopsticks, or you're supposed to flip your chopsticks around to grab with the back end of your chopsticks from the serving dish and move to your personal dish.
Yep.
So there's
I just use the chopsticks because it's practice, in all honesty.
Yeah. And no one
I just use my fingers because I'm usually walking around eating sushi.
Depends on the sushi. Like some of them I'm like, yeah, it's just obviously easier to use your own fingers, but I want to be good with my chopsticks if I ever go to Japan.
Yeah, no one in Japan will look at you askance if you use chopsticks, but technically the right way of eating sushi is with your fingers. And they might, if someone is more of the bold sort in Japan, or if they aren't pureblood Japanese, but they are a person that has moved to Japan, they might even go, hey, by the way, supposed to use your fingers.
Mm-hmm. I'm also
Japanese probably won't, because that could be embarrassing for the person.
I'm actually pretty good at conforming once I'm actually in a country.
Yep.
It's just like while I'm in my own, I'm like, well, anything I can do to practice beforehand, I'll just do that. But once I'm there, I'm like, okay, well, they're not doing that, so I'm not gonna.
And a good way of practicing chopstick skills, if you really want to practice, get a bowl full of shelled bar peanuts and have just a bowl of bar peanuts and another bowl off to the side. And you can either move the bar peanuts from the bowl of bar peanuts to your mouth with the chopsticks, or you can move them from one bowl to the other in order to practice chopstick skills.
No, that makes sense. I mean, I cook with them sometimes too. Like when I have a proper set, I'm like, yeah, sure. They work so much better sometimes than yeah.
Yeah, I got a utensil pouch that I probably need to wash with chopsticks in it, and whenever I have Chinese or faux Chinese, I use them.
Yep.
What I miss?
Chinese.
Chinese.
Food.
Oh, we're talking Chinese food now.
Well, I was saying that like while I'm in my own country, I just practice with the chopsticks. Like I was saying that if I went to Japan, I'm just going to conform to what they do. It's easier to do that. It's just easier to do that when you're there because you have an obvious example of what people are doing around you. So just do what they do. That's what I was taught. When you're in Rome, do what the Romans do. Should be okay.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You know? It's
Adam's confused because Rome isn't in Japan.
It's
So
we
wait,
were talking about
geography.
eating.
What do you do when you're in India? Oh,
Well, I don't really know that I want to go there. Like I used to because the history is still fascinating, but I think it's like everywhere. There's a lot to it I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that just reminded me of something.
oh no.
Remember the accident that we talked about last week?
The
Florida accident where the truck went across 4 lanes of traffic in order to use the cop cut to do a U-turn.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
yeah, that video is bad.
Yep. So more information came out about that. Like the driver failed an English language proficiency test,
Oh Lord.
then failed a driving sign test, which was just common street signs that you see when driving on a highway.
Of fucking course.
He was found. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, just a little wedge here, because I know there's a little bit more that you're probably gonna go through, but at this point, I would sit there because I think he got his CDL in California,
Yep.
or Washington, one of those places. But either way, I think it should be fair game that whoever is issuing the license, whatever company is hiring this person, the head of the company, his image, his name, and the area that he lives around should all be posted. And say, hey, this is an asshole who fucking decided he's going to hire somebody who can only speak 2 of the words out of the 12 that were given to him for a proficiency test. And he killed 3 people. And I even believe they were trying to say they weren't killed. They just died because they were involved in a car. It's ridiculous. Yep. All these people,
they were murdered.
They should be put on blast. It's fucked up. Enough of this shit of protecting these people.
I do agree with you, Adam. I just disagree with the doxing part because the other side.
What will be lost? What will be lost?
I think the people
other side uses that too, and they go after ICE officers, and I don't agree with that either. I don't think that the ICE officers should have to cover their faces. I understand why.
I think that the people that should be dragged when it comes to that are the driving instructor that signed off on them.
Yes.
The test proctor that signed off on them.
Yes.
The licensing group. I'm more hesitant when it comes to the employer because the employer might well have gone. hey, I need someone with a CDL. Put out a advert for someone with a CDL. They came in with a CDL. And they had no reason to go, this CDL is invalid.
Right, but the problem will only persist because these people are not going to feel any of the wrath.
I
of
do
what
agree
they
with
do.
holding them
And
accountable.
I will.
Sorry.
The one thing I will say as a difference between the doxing of these people that was just listed and somebody like an ICE agent is the ICE agent is literally doing their job. These people are contributing to a culture that is constantly driving people to ruin or death, and this is where it's like, okay, I don't mind if there's a masked ICE agent who's confronting an illegal immigrant who also broke multiple other laws outside of just being here illegal.
Mm-hmm.
I just I get where you're coming from, Mr. Adam. I just disagree with it because it was going after it's more that what I'd really like to see is I'd like to see the laws that already exist be upheld properly. Like they do have some people who were mass doxers or and harassers through sending cops to people, that kind of shit. Yeah, they're holding them accountable. I want to see that being done a lot more frequently because it is going after people like ICE agents. Like, yeah, you're not wrong. If somebody's in the wrong, if you've broken the law, you do lose a little bit of something. Do I want that to go after your family? No, I don't. I don't like that doxing and usually ends up involving other people's family members.
Well, you gotta remember something too. Like when the court case come out, we'll have all this fucking information anyway.
Yep, like I said,
yeah.
When it comes to this, I'm perfectly fine with the people who were actually at fault. Like I said, the people who administered the test and signed off on him. Because if he's failing a common road sign test, there's no way in hell he should have any driver's license, let alone a CDL.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like
But
I'm actually
I have problems with are the ones that didn't overtly do something wrong. Now, if it turns out that the person that employed them knew that they had a garbage CDL, then I would be okay with that person getting named and shamed.
Well, hold on. And here,
the person who hired them was under the impression that their CDL was valid. So they went, yep, they have a good CDL. This is appropriate documentation to show that they can do the job. So I'm going to hire them because they have the requirements to do the job. That I have problems with because at that point, it's someone who thought that they were doing the right thing, who thought that they were doing everything legally, and they had a valid reason to think that they were doing it legally because they had someone who had a CDL from a respectable agency. So them getting the shit blasted bothers me. Anyone that knowingly was passing on a person who shouldn't have a CDL so that they got a CDL, or anyone that knew that their CDL was garbage. Like if it comes out that their employer knew that this place was just glad handing any CDL applicant, then yeah.
Okay. Hold on, Sanguine. First off, let me just say that if the rot gets to the point where the CEO doesn't have an idea of what's going on and they're getting to this point, like, come on, man. We know that at some point this guy knows that things are going on. And I'll point you to the Luigi Mangione fucking thing where that CEO knew shit was going down and he was going to testify. And holy shit, now he gets killed. I'm not saying that CEOs need to be killed, but to pretend that CEOs are just like oblivious to what's going on with their company is just absurd.
And I think
A
that there's
lot of
other
them
things that
do
we
know
can
what's going on, and they're doing it because, hey, it's going to kick us a better bottom line.
And
Well,
there's instances where that is a viable argument. Like I said, if
Mhm.
they knowingly went, this place will just give anyone a CDL. Send everyone that we want to have a CDL to this group. They'll just sign off on it and come back.
They
Fuck 'em.
could no, but they
Drag
could have
them
been
over
looking
the
at it like,
coal.
hey, gas prices are getting too high, and the cost of repairs for our aging truck fleet is getting too high. So where can we cut costs? And they're not even looking at the subordinates that are coming up and saying, hey, we have a suggestion, and this is what we're doing, and it leads to the hiring of this dude who fucking decapitates 3 people.
It's a huge. It's actually a
Yeah.
huge part of the problem with the illegal immigration. I can't remember if I got this from Monkey or one of the people that I know talks about this a lot. It might have been Asman because I've been watching him quite a bit too. It really has to be. They really have this thing where they're not looking into any of the people who employ these people in the first place. Like businesses that repeatedly hire illegal immigration, and you know that they're somehow getting some kind of benefit out of it, like obviously it's cheaper labor, but it's being brushed under the rug. Like you look at California, obviously it's been brushed under the rug if a quarter of a city is being run by illegal immigration.
Some of them have, but we have seen an uptick in the number of charges against companies that are hiring illegal immigrants.
Because
part of the
guys, I'm fading.
crackdown.
And
Because-
that's why I say levy the harshest penalties on these companies. The companies and the higher ups foremost.
Because it is dangling
Excuse me,
a-
guys. I'm starting to fade.
Yep, we'll do parting words once Jen finishes what she's saying.
Sorry, it'll be quick. It is dangling a rather large carrot in front of people who, by their very own nature, are going to go after it, and then they end up being just as equally screwed as everybody else. And it's like, no, go after the fucking problem. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's where a lot of the Democrats get their free money from. It's those donations that.
Yes.
She spent how much? $1 billion?
She
A quarter
spent
bill-
more than she got, and she got a fuck ton.
Yes.
So yeah,
Because she's a $250 million in debt, if I remember correctly.
yeah.
Wait,
She's 1.25.
Come on,
debt?
Harris.
Come on.
oh,
Yeah.
come on. Oh, yeah.
She massively outspent what she brought in.
I am still getting, for some reason, text messages. Hey, are you still a supporter? Would you like to donate? And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I voted for Donald Trump. The last, why are you sending? Oh, my last name is Hispanic. Oh, okay, I get it.
Yep.
They're trying to. Oh yeah, you're Hispanic. You should vote for us.
You're a brown person. Don't you want to support the Democrats?
No.
What, you mean that Democrats don't just get to own all brown people in perpetuity?
Nope.
Mm,
They have a long history of that.
they did.
But you said that you're getting tired here, so
Yeah.
here we go.
Yeah.
Parting words.
Parting words.
Yeah. If you're passionate about Sanguine devour him, don't let Sanguine devour you.
If I hunger, you have no choice in the matter.
I love y'all. God bless, and good night.
Jen,
I hope my province goes independent. The only thing that brought me joy this summer, Sanguine, is somehow, some way, my province stayed out of the fires just simply by being on. We ran the whole time. Like we've had maybe half a month of decent weather. It's been rain the whole time.
damn.
hmm
Like I said, I'm going to laugh if the Western provinces all do succeed in voting to leave Canada and then immediately turn around and go, hey, US, how
What
do you
up?
feel about more states?
Yeah.
Because it would be hilarious adding 4 or 5 new states.
Yep.
Well, we would actually get things done up here. Like they've just completely ignored us. So, it's a win-win.
Yep. And then we would have 2 northern Texas. Yes, I decided that the plural of Texas is Texi.
Texas.
Multiple Texas.
Yep. And I shall leave off with no soul gets as many chances to be brave as the coward, but the more times these chances are seized, the harder they are to find. And with that, have a good night, all. The zoo is closed.
Yeet.
Night.
Night.
Good night, everyone. And now I click this, but it takes a couple seconds, so suck
Suck it.